Hey, everybody. Dear Dr. Becky here. Today we have a great topic, the art of helping without giving advice. So here's a letter from a subscriber.
Dear Dr. Becky, I'm writing because I'm at my wit's end with my girlfriend. She's always complaining that I don't listen to her, but I feel like I do. The problem is, whenever she talks about her problems, I just want to jump in and help her fix the problem. I mean, isn't that what she wants? But then she gets upset and says I'm not really hearing her. I don't know what to do anymore. It seems like no matter what I say, it's the wrong thing. Please help, Mr. Can't Get It Right.
Thank you so much for writing in. I really appreciate your willingness to want to have a better relationship with your girlfriend. That's awesome. In fact, what you're addressing is very common in many relationships. There are times when people really do want help, and usually in those situations, they will ask for help or let you know they are trying to figure out and they would like some suggestions or solutions. But other times, the best way to help somebody is simply to help them find their own answers. So instead of offering unsolicited advice, what if we could empower the person to find their own solutions while building a stronger connection? Asking the right questions can be more powerful than anything you can do to try to fix the situation. It shows the person that you're really listening and that you care, and it helps them gain clarity about the situation. And best of all, it can deepen your connection and build trust. To help you out with your communication, I'm going to share a very powerful technique just in case get to that point where you just feel like you are sinking in that ship and you need an oar to help keep paddling. What does OARS stand for? Let's start with O. O stands for open-ended questions. A's stands for affirmations. R is for reflective listening. And S is for summarizing. So how do you do this, you might ask? That's where thoughtful questions come in. Here are some wonderful open-ended questions that you can use. What are your thoughts about this? Is there something that you can do about the situation? What outcome are you looking for? What do you think your options are? As you ask the questions, you can continue to reflect and ask deeper questions such as, so what does that mean for you? What are you really feeling? How does that impact you personally? So we've already talked about the open-ended questions quite a bit. So let's talk about the next steps. First of all, affirmations are about acknowledging the strengths and lifting somebody up to help them reach their own solutions. Reflecting back what they say is about showing that you understand and that you've heard what they are thinking, what they are feeling, and what matters to them. And lastly, summarizing shows that we have understood correctly what they've had to say. Because it's one thing to listen, but it's a whole nother thing to be heard and understood.
Here's an example of how you might use the OARS technique in the next conversation with your girlfriend.
I've been thinking a lot about changing careers lately, but I just don't know. It feels like such a huge risk, and I'm not sure I'm ready for it.
What excites you most about this new opportunity?
Well, it would give me a chance to work in an area I'm passionate about. I've always loved design, and this role would finally let me do that full time. But then there's the fear of starting over and possibly failing.
I really admire that you're thinking so deeply about this step in your life. It's clear how much this means to you.
Yeah, it's just hard not to think about everything that could go wrong. I'd be leaving a stable job behind, and who knows if this new one will be as secure.
It sounds like you're excited by the potential of working in design, but at the same time, the uncertainty is making you anxious.
Exactly. I want to pursue it, but I'm scared. What if it doesn't work out and I've given up my current job for nothing?
So you're saying you really want to take this chance because it aligns with your passion, but the risk of instability is holding you back. You're looking for a way to balance that excitement with some peace of mind.
Yes, that's exactly it. I guess I need to figure out if there's a way to make this transition smoother and less risky.
That makes a lot of sense. I know you'll come up with a great plan.
Offering genuine support without advice is truly an art form. It requires patience and empathy and the willingness to sit with the person in uncertainty, which can be very uncomfortable. But as you do this, you can build deeper, more authentic connections. And better yet, you'll empower others to be able to start trusting themselves. So next time somebody comes to you with that problem, first, take a deep breath, grab those oars, and ask a thoughtful question to start. You might just be giving them the greatest lifesaver of all, the space to find their own strength. Thank you so much for joining me today. Don't forget to write into deardrbecky.com with those very thoughtful questions. And of course, hit subscribe, like, and share this if you found it helpful.